You are now tuned into Two Drunk Sisters podcast, unscripted and uncensored. Grab yourselves a drink and enjoy.
Hey y'all!
Hey, welcome to
Two Drunk Sisters podcast.
I'm D.
And I'm W.
Thanks for tuning in for another episode.
Okay, y'all. So we finally got a hold of Brothers Bond straight bourbon whiskey. Okay,
Yes.
y'all. Brothers Bond is Paul
Yes!
Wesley.
Weasley.
I don't think it's
No,
Wesley.
it's Wesley.
Paul Wesley and
Weasley
Ian
from Harry Potter.
and
Wesley.
Ian Summerholder. This
We've been
bourbon
looking for this
whiskey.
bourbon for a long time.
It took forever to get to Georgia. Shit.
No,
It took forever to get to the black neighborhood. Shit.
No. It was at the higher end alcohol spot.
It took forever to get to the package store on the corner. Because that's what they call liquor stores in Atlanta if you on the south side. The package store.
The package store.
Because I was listening.
Sell, like tape.
I was like, yeah, I
containers.
said, why would you get liquor at a place that sell tape? I had no idea that is how Georgia called their liquor store. Anyway, the package store.
You got the package?
Yes.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
So
it's,
you're gonna
it's
need
good.
yes. It I feel like it has a sweet flavor to it.
Yeah, and I would say I would freaking will say so. I would say, yeah, I definitely would say
Like
that,
it's like a sweet, and then it's fire in your chest.
in your chest, yes. So Ian and Paul, thank you so much
job.
for telling the distributors to go to the black neighborhood because we loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I said, wow, yo, how long this been out? Okay, so trust and believe. When I seen it on the shelf, I was like, oh, bitch, finally.
We breaking the bank today.
Yes, finally. You know, bring out the credit card and put the debit card aside because this whiskey ain't a $20 bottle of whiskey. Okay,
Yeah.
It is not.
It's a good whiskey.
It is a good whiskey.
It's really, really good. Anywho, we're gonna delve in to the movie Master.
Oh shit.
Okay. So, it's about three women who strive to find their place at a prestigious New England university that may disguise something sinister. Sinister.
Sinister.
Okay, going into this, first of all, Amazon Prime, shame on you, okay? Because I seen what you were doing, okay?
What they was doing?
They put the master, and then they put Regina Hall face, trying to get people to talk. Like, who's the master? Showing up. That's what Bruce Leroy.
Now who's the master?
Listen, this whiskey,
I am.
this whiskey is all fucked up.
I'm the master.
Okay,
Motherfucker, let me go. Listen, if you don't know,
now you know.
what is it? What's the name of the guy? What's the name of the movie?
Bruce Leroy, The Last Dragon.
If you don't know Last Dragon, I can't help you. I cannot help you because to reach the upper level, your mind, body, and soul must be one.
This is song. I can't.
It's a sacrifice. It takes hard work.
Stop.
It's a day of life.
Oh
Because
my
when you
God.
got that glow,
Oh my God. All right.
we don't own the rights to those
Listen.
lyrics.
All right,
and
the
songs.
master.
All right, the master. Okay, all right.
It's directed by Mariama Diallo. It was released on Amazon Prime. Okay, so y'all, if you on here, that means you had watched it, and you want to hear what we had to say about this bullshit.
Oh my God.
I'm
I'm gonna tell you now.
I feel like I like Master better than Antebellum.
Okay. Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay,
You know what?
I like it, but you know what?
Master is about Rachel Dolezal.
This is a Rachel Dolezal story.
It is. All right.
Okay, for real.
So we have Regina Hall's character, who is
She is Professor Bishop. That's her name.
was it Gloria?
I don't remember her Gail Bishop.
Gail.
Okay.
Okay, so Regina's Hall character is Gail Bishop. She goes to this university and she becomes headmaster.
Yes.
So, they should have just called this headmaster.
Why are you calling him master?
Anyways, I see what y'all was doing there. So she goes to this university, and of course, she's the first black headmaster for that
position,
for that school.
For that school.
So it basically goes into the Regina Hall's Gail's character. What would you call it? Like, she's like the dean of the college.
Yeah, she's the dean of the college. She's given the introduction, and you can tell that this university is still stuck in the 1800s.
Well, it's prestigious.
It's a prestigious predominantly white university. There's 8 black kids. You can count the black kids on your hand.
We had to find out it was 8 from another black
kids. Yeah. On this college campus.
Right. So already going into the film, there's already the racial, because of the master, it's already a racial Rachel Dolezal situation. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's already a racial tension there. Yeah. Okay. Oh. So a student, what do you call it? Like the beginning of the college?
Freshman year. It's the character we're talking about is Jasmine Moore. And she's a freshman.
She's so beautiful.
She's very beautiful.
So
naive freshman, you know what I'm saying? You graduated high school, you come on college campus, you're away from home, and you just want to be a part of what's happening.
Right, a prestigious institute.
Yeah, and so as a black woman or as a black student, you deal with the ongoing racial undertones
of you not being good enough,
and it's blatant disrespect, goddamn it. But
it is throughout the whole movie. It was like that. Me personally, I don't like movies like this, but they made it seem like it was a horror. The way they
spin it. But you know what? This is fucking horror. It is a fucking horror movie, goddamn it. And so if you think about it. And I don't like movies like this either because I was like, where's the goddamn demon? But this is horror for black folks. This is day in and day out what we have to live with.
It's trauma. It's very traumatic.
Yeah, I was triggered. I was like, fuck!
And so throughout
God, it's a weekend.
Throughout the whole movie, you see Jasmine's character, the freshman. Yeah. She goes through the everyday freshman stuff, hanging out with new friends. You go and get a dorm. So that dorm that she was assigned to was a dorm where another black student who took her life
years back,
in the 1960s or something like that. And so all the other older classmates, like the seniors or the juniors or something like that, was saying that she got that room. And they were telling her, and she was like, "Oh, what about the room?" And they were like, "Oh, it was someone who was being haunted by." So there's a history.
There is a history on the college
on the college campus, and the history is that a witch. Yeah. What was her name? Margaret something, and she was. I was gonna say Margaret Thatcher. That's not her.
She was well, that's not her. No, she was accused of practicing witchcraft, and she ended up dying.
No, she ended up hanging herself.
Okay, so she hung herself.
Or did they hang her?
I think she hung herself like in the 1800s.
Oh, okay. No, because she got tried as a witch, so.
So they might have killed her.
They might have killed her. So they could have they hang her or whatever. Yeah. And so they were like the other students were saying that this campus is a curse because of what happened, because if you kill a witch, bitch, you curse.
Right. So that's the whole theme of the school. Something to tell the new fresh meat that's coming in, or beware of the witch or whatever. So that's the story that was told to Jasmine.
Right. So later on in the movie, we realized that the witch was a black woman who was the maid for whomever that she was attending to during those times. Yeah. So Jasmine is, going through her angst. She's just going through with all the pressures. She writes a report about the Scarlet Letter and how there was like racial divide in the Scarlet Letter. So her teacher, who we see is of African American, but of a fair complexion.
Yeah, we're like, okay, she has to be mixed.
She has to be mixed, right? So she graded Jasmine's paper an F. Yeah. And so Jasmine is freaking out because she's like, listen, like the teacher, her name is Liv. she told the teacher, she was like, I don't know where you think I'm from, but I'm from the suburb. I'm a valedictorian. Like, I don't get Fs, like, straight up. But Liv was like, well, you need, just because you don't see other things doesn't mean that it don't exist.
Right.
So Jasmine is really struggling, trying to fit in, because all of her peers are white, and you can see a sprinkle of black people in there.
It's 8 of them, y'all.
You can see it was sprinkled in there, but you could just see her torment. So she's trying to figure out, like, why the fuck that she got an F, and she feels like her other counterpart got a B or a grade higher, and she was like questioning, like, yo, you supposed to be for me, sis. Like, I thought we was trying to, you know.
And what was strange was that the black people that's on this campus treated Jasmine they treated the white students better than the black students. Like,
okay, so you're talking about the cafeteria scene.
Like the cafeteria scene where Jasmine goes and gets her lunch before the woman.
I don't mean to laugh. The cafeteria lady was like, "Good morning,
good
how
morning."
You doing?
Yeah, to the white student. But then when Jasmine came up, she gave Jasmine like this scowl, like
like stank face, and Jasmine was like, "What the fuck?
What the fuck? Like, what's happening?" Yeah. So, you know, that was like not the start, but that was one of the things that Jasmine experienced. And then being in the library, you know, getting her books checked out, and the librarian just saying, you know, it's these innuendo shit that people don't understand, that, you know, African Americans have to deal with in society. It really sucks. It's
unfortunate.
It really is unfortunate.
Still till this day.
It's 2022. Why the fuck am I watching a movie like this? But this is what goes on. So it's like we live this every day.
Yeah, I don't fucking want to watch it.
So I don't want to watch it. So I was highly pissed that I really didn't see a witch. I mean, I saw the witch, but the witch was racism.
Oh. The
witch was racism. If we want to be blunt, that's really what it was. And that's the horror movie right there.
It is.
So sort of kind of antebellumish in the sense of, well, not to relate them.
The same as antebellum, right. But I mean, it's along the same lines of the racial tension, the
oh my god,
the bigotry. God damn it!
It was, yeah. I was just like, oh my god, Jasmine, please leave, just leave.
Yeah, so Jasmine is just. You can just see it on her face that it's weighing down on her.
Yeah.
So she finds out about about the witch. So about the person who stayed in her room, because they said that someone died there. So she went to research this person who stayed in her dorm room. Mm-hmm. Her roommate ended up leaving because the roommate was like, you know what? I don't like this place. I hate you, bitch, because you tried to talk to my boyfriend anyways. So she went to go do some research and found out that the woman who killed herself prior kept a journal. Yeah. And in the journal, she was just talking about how she was seeing Margaret, just hooded figure. And mind you, it was pretty scary when Jasmine did say that she sleepwalks. Yeah. So Jasmine has been having episodes of this witch person. Yeah. And she's been telling people, like, look, Margaret's after me. She went to go see Regina Gale, which is the master. Yeah. She went to go see her, and she was like, listen, you know, I know what you're feeling, you know, it's tough for us. We have to tough it out, basically. Right. We have to, like, not give up, even though you try to run away, it's still going to be there. So I'm gonna everywhere. Right. So I'm going to need for you to tough it out. I've been there, and look where I'm at right now. Yeah. If I can do it, you can do it. So she was basically trying to give her a pep talk. But all the meanwhile, Gail is having her own premonition because she's staying at the motherfucking master house. So now that she was master, they give her a room or a house that she stays in so she could counsel the students, or if anybody have any questions or whatever. She's having premonitions too. Yeah. So there's like weird, like, walking, bells ringing, going off and stuff. Yeah. So this is an old house, and this house is the house where you have the maid and the butler's quarters. Yeah. And if the master of the house needs you, they would ring a bell, and it would go down to the maid's quarters. Right. And so Gail will always hear this ringing throughout whatever she's doing. If she's having a function at a party or if she's cleaning up, she would see maggots. Mm-hmm. She would see like worms and all this shit.
Footprints.
So she was having her own shit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jasmine was, having her,
Jasmine was going through her
sleepwalk thing.
Yeah.
So this, I felt so sad because Jasmine really wanted to understand what was happening with her.
Yeah.
And the fact that her character, she tried to not kill herself, but because she was running away from the Margaret character and she was in her sleep, she jumped out the window.
Yeah.
And she broke her arm. So she was in the hospital and Gail went to go see her and be like, how did this happen? But before this, she was getting death threats. Like a noose was on her door. Like this movie was pretty intense.
It was saying leave, and then her photo was like her face was scratched in, almost like The Ring,
right? Or like it almost gave her like a Jigaboo character.
Yeah, like a Jigaboo with the big lips.
Yeah, and stuff like that. God. This movie is so
y'all. I like put my hands across my bald head. I don't know how many fucking times because I'm like, I've got anxiety watching this shit, man.
It was really tough to watch.
Shit.
It was really tough to watch, and it was even worse to watch the fact that Jasmine's character killed herself because she thought that when she was in a hospital, she was still having these reoccurring nightmares, and she in
felt
her
like
head,
she could never get away from it.
Right. So in her head, because of what Gail said to her, like it's everywhere. It doesn't matter if you leave. You can leave here, but it's still gonna find you. Racism is still gonna find you. It's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
So Jasmine thought, like, you know what? She went back to the campus and she hung herself in that room. So now she's just part of the statistic. So she's part of the statistic of that room of being cursed.
Of being cursed.
So Margaret finally won.
Which I feel like that's a whole cover up when I say cover up, I mean the real issue here is the racism. And so the whole Margaret is after you. Margaret is after you.
Can we talk about the interpretive things?
Margaret was doing.
Margaret went to Juilliard, okay?
Margaret was doing the interpretive. She put a little twerk in there too with a broom. I don't know what she was.
It was a scene
she was doing a liturgical dance. Goddamn it!
It reminded me of Us. If you didn't,
yes, that's a perfect example.
The double twin when she was doing the dancing and stuff. It was creepy, and also in Lovecraft Country. There's a scene where the
jigaboos.
Right, the girls was dancing and they were doing and they had the scary faces. It brought me that vibe.
I think that's probably what that was. I think that's what that was. If we think about it,
what
that whole dancing thing, I think that was part of the whole jigaboo. Because if you connect, when someone painted
when she found that Aunt Jemima looking
Aunt Jemima, and
jar.
then the when they painted the jigaboo face over Jasmine's photo, if you connect all that is what that is.
Wow.
So I believe the whole witch story. Yeah, they may have said, okay, yeah, a witch was,
but they killed her because she was black.
She was black,
and she practiced. And she practiced witchcraft.
That's what they said. And so I just think that all of that is a cover up. And so the basis of the movie is just racism. That's really it.
So Gail, when she was walking past the dorms, the housing dorms, she noticed that Jasmine's light was on, and she told Jasmine, like, hey, don't come back until you feel better or whatever. She went to go check up on Jasmine, and that's when she found Jasmine hanging. Yeah. Jasmine hung herself, and this really took a turn.
But that shit went left. I was like, wait, what?
That really caught me off guard.
It caught me off guard. It really did. I did not expect her to do that.
Such a beautiful soul. Yeah. Someone who was just eager to learn and
be a part of something.
Like took her own life just so she could escape all this bullshit that was happening to her. Yeah. This hit Gail's character
Really hard.
Really hard.
Yeah.
And it made her realize, like, yo,
I need to get the fuck up out of here. This is not where it's at.
yeah. So a woman kept on calling Gail's home, saying that I need you to help me look for my daughter. At first, me and W was like, "Oh, bitch,
it's a witch. It's a ghost.
It's a ghost calling. Yeah. It's a ghost calling Gail.
Yeah,
and shit like that." She's like, "Bitch, you need to motherfucking call the
registrar.
Don't call
the registrar
and look for your daughter.
This is the home, okay?
This is my home.
I can't help you, right?"
So, because of what happened, it was a scene where Gail was meeting up with all the other previous masters.
Yeah.
And they were just talking like as if nothing happened. And Regina's
like nobody died. And
Regina was like,
this is what they do.
I mean, Gail.
This is what they do.
Right. Gail was like, oh my gosh, like she died. Like I could have saved her, but I told her
to stick it out.
Mm-hmm. and her death is on my hands.
Mm-hmm. And she's going to haunt me forever.
Right. So this movie.
There's more, but y'all have to watch it. Oh my God.
No, bitch. I need to tell her that. We didn't tell her Rachel Dolezal.
Oh, definitely the Rachel Dolezal.
So the woman that was calling Gail, okay, she finally ended up meeting this woman. And this woman, because it was during the time, wherever that this institution is at, they have a community called the Puritans.
Yeah.
So I think it's Amish.
Amish. So they still, they're still living
their Amish
ways. Yeah.
So she was of the Amish culture, and she was saying like, "This is my daughter." And when Gail took the picture and she looked at the daughter, she's like, "Bitch, this is Liv."
Yeah.
Liv is the professor who gave Jasmine the F.
Yeah, and we
thinking
Liv is a black lady.
Black woman. So this woman is white. Okay,
she's a white woman.
And Gail was like, "Is this Liv?
I can't deal with this right now."
She was like, "She's the lady." The lady said, "I was looking for my daughter until I saw her in a newspaper, and they said that she's a black woman." And then Gail was like, "Wait,
she's not black?
Oh, bitch!" Woo! That's when I was okay. This is an hour and 20 minutes in the movie.
Yes.
I was like, wow. So we Rachel Dolezal in this.
Rachel Dolezal, yes.
So I don't know if they purposely did this. They
gave
her the
what
braids.
Angle? Yeah, they gave her the braids. They gave the professor the braids, y'all.
I think she was like in charge of African studies or
something. She even had cowrie shells for jewelry. You know I have to peep that. Her earrings she had earring cowrie shell. I was like, oh Lord.
So when Gail found out all this was happening, she couldn't grasp, like, okay, because this was supposed to be her best friend.
Gail was through.
This was supposed to be her best friend, and she finally realized that, yo,
I don't know this woman.
Who the fuck is you?
I don't know you. Yes.
So Gail went back to I guess they had the old.
They had a shindig.
The old masters.
The old heads.
The old masters had a party, and Gail went to go over there, and you saw Liv trying to black it up.
Yo, she put the fucking
real ass nigga been fucked.
She put the City Girl song on. I was like,
girl, I was like, MK.
Okay.
So Gail was like, Liv, I need to talk to you. She's like, come on, girl, we're gonna be dancing. You know how to dance. And the other white counterpart was like, oh, I gotta get home. Do you dance to this, Gail?
Right.
And Liv was like, do we dance? Yes. And Gail pushed the shit out of Liv. She's like, y'all are fucked up. She's like, I know, I spooked. Spookity.
I spooked.
Gail said, listen, I spoke to your mom. And you not black. She said, all y'all trying to get information about black people. Y'all
from
can't
a
white woman.
Yeah.
You can't even tell.
You don't know the difference.
You didn't even know the difference.
Yeah.
So this is when Gail clicked, was like, yo, I'm the maid.
Yes, she's
the house Negro.
She finally admitted to herself that she was the house Negro and that she was the maid and that she was brought there to clean shit up and keep shit quiet.
Right. She was brought there to do that, to clean the Jasmine stories.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
This is a lot. As you can see, I'm glad we're drinking whiskey because another beverage would not do. Like I'm This movie, I did not expect this movie to go like this.
Did you like the movie?
It's hard to put a like or a dislike because the movie is my life. The movie is my life. So
yeah.
When you I ain't finna go in details, but the movie is my life. So to be honest, I can't say I hate it. I hate it because obviously because of the obvious.
Yeah.
But to say I like it, I can't say that either. You know what I'm saying? I really can't. I was hurt by a lot of things that I saw. So
yeah, I would co-sign.
Yeah, I was hurt.
Ditto.
Yeah, I was hurt. So
especially when Jasmine killed herself.
Yes.
I was like,
that shit shook me. I was
right,
because
you was really rooting for her to get through it, and then they just off the character. It's like,
fuck.
No.
But this is what happens. This is exactly what happens. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Yeah. Y'all gotta make
what?
sure y'all got your whiskey or whatever the fuck y'all drinking. Shit.
What's your thought on The Master? Let us know. Hit us up on our Gmail at 2drunksisters@gmail.com. The number 2 drunk DRUNK sisters @gmail.com. I hate movies like this. It just puts me in a like melancholy mood. You know,
it puts me in a Monday through Friday mood. I'll be better tomorrow. Fuck. Anyway.
Yeah. So, thanks guys for listening to our latest episode. It is
what it is, y'all.
It's just how do you listen, my people. If you are struggling, if you don't have nobody to talk to, you are worth it.
Yes, you are special, please. You are special.
You are worth it, okay?
And we love you.
And don't let nobody tell you otherwise.
Yes.
Because you are entitled to be here as much as the other person.
Yes.
So you just need to hang in there and know that people out there are sending you positive vibes and love. And it's not only about the bullshit that happens in society. I'm so sad right now. The fucking movie. God damn it. Look, man, we love y'all.
Yeah, we love you guys. Just
be safe.
Remember, we love you guys.
And remember what?
I remember, we love you guys. We love y'all.
Guys, we love you. Be safe. And we appreciate you listening. Take care.